Hi, I want to explain insulin resistance. So, most of our lifestyle diseases are starting with insulin resistance. So, what is insulin resistance? So, imagine this is a cell, right? And these are pancreas. So, every time we eat, like we eat carbohydrates, we eat protein, and we eat fat, and we eat micronutrients. So, carbohydrates convert into glucose. Proteins convert into amino acid. Fats convert into fatty acids. And micronutrients, vitamins, minerals. So every time we eat carbohydrate and it converts into glucose, our pancreas have to give insulin. And insulin goes to the cell. It works more like a key that opens the cell, and all the micronutrients, like these micronutrients, can get inside the cell. Okay, so every time we ate carbohydrate, it got converted into glucose. When there's a glucose in the body, the pancreas give insulin. Insulin works like a key, and all the micronutrients can get into the body. That's a function of insulin. And then when these raw material is absorbed in the cell, the signal goes back to the pancreas saying, stop, the work is done, and you can stop the insulin. Now, what happens? When we eat too much carbohydrate, either we eat too much or there is too much frequency of eating, then constantly your pancreas are giving insulin. It's too much of insulin going regularly. And after a while, the cells become resistant to insulin. And it's called insulin resistance. That means the cells have stopped accepting insulin. It's called insulin resistance. That means what? That means the cells have now stopped accepting glucose, amino acids, fatty acids into the cell. Now, this is the major reason for our most lifestyle diseases. And why these cells have become insulin resistant is because somebody is calling your name once, somebody is saying Stuti, I would respond. Somebody is saying Stuti again, I would respond. But now somebody keeps saying Stuti, 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 Stuti. That will become a background noise. So if we eat too much or too frequently, then pancreas is giving insulin too often. And after a while, cell become insulin resistant. So what we need to do? We need to fix our insulin environment. So insulin is not bad. Insulin has a lot of good function, but when cells become insulin resistant, that's where the problem begins. And what we do in Conquering My Own Everest program, we support you heal your insulin resistance. And once we heal our insulin resistance, most of our lifestyle diseases get managed. Hope this explains. See you again in the next video.